Felt like y'all ran more the two big lineup against Florida than y'all really have all year. Just what led to that?
Well, nothing other than we just felt like it was something we could do, and because they play two big guys, they actually run four through there. But we're not opposed to doing it. That's what the game calls for, and actually we don't mind it at all really. But that way we can cut down Joe's minutes some too, because we do think he's been in a lot of minutes here early. But I thought JP really looked comfortable. I thought he was confident, and both Tobey and obviously Jones had another good game.
Coach, I know minutes are always big, but this early conference play for JP and Freddie, get a taste of it and really kind of start to appreciate the grind. How big is it for them to get their
It is, Rob, if they embrace the preparation, if they can come back each day, and that's where all the younger guys have started understanding how important listening and in terms of game preparation, and understanding too that at any point in time they could be called on. But it's really it's neat watching them this time of year and sometimes it takes guys less time. And normally I would say it's normal for freshmen to maybe start understanding more about this time of year, but we're just happy that those guys their ability to start to prepare the right way is what's happening.
What stands out about Alabama?
Well, they're the number one offensive team in the country, and Mark Sears is, he's playing great basketball. They've got a lot of really good shooters around him, and the thing that has impressed me is I think they've gotten so much better, like most teams normally do with their defense. Very efficient with that too, but the way they play, it's as you know, Nate's always done a great job with his team, putting them in the right spots to be effective and be efficient, and he's done it with this team.
What does Mark Sears do to be such an effective scorer?
Well, he can score it. You've got to find him early. If he can take it and go, really does a great job of squaring his shoulders to the rim and finds people. He can score it himself, and he knows that they've got those shooters in the corners for the most part. And I like the fact I think he puts the ball where it needs to be.
What's the best course defensively? Force a team that doesn't want to shoot mid-range jumpers into shooting mid-range jumpers.
Well, it's hard to do that. It is. Because again, Nate has them so well coached and drilled that they know what they want and what they're looking for, and you can't give. They've got so many guys, you can't give them any daylight because they'll shoot it quick and get their feet set quick, and obviously they practice that, and so if you go to sleep for just a little bit, somebody can get a good look at it.
When you go back and watch the film, is Dalton's play lately even more impressive than it is in the games?
Well, again, he did some things the other night that we know that he's capable of. He got on the glass. He had the tip dunk, and and he's definitely trying to guard. He put more effort into the defensive end of it, and just not just being a guy that he's shown all year he can score in a lot of different ways. But when he can add getting out running in transition, get to the offensive glass, and then if he just does his work early and defensively, he's proven he can do it on that end. And we expect him to get better. We'll get 39 or 40 everything. We don't expect that, but we do expect him to take his shots when he's open. And we also talked about with him in film, he had a chance to get off the ball a couple times quicker. That would have got his teammates a better look at it. And all those things, as he sees different defenses, eventually he'll work his way through that too.
Have you seen Jonas's confidence grow over these last couple of games?
Yeah, I think Jonas is confident. I do. I just think that when he really works hard to get his space, and the closer he is to the rim, he's got a really quick second, third jump, and his length is really a factor there. When he is fighting for his space, that's when he's really effective.
How valuable is Josiah's versatility?
Joe, I can't think of anything he hasn't done since he's been here. He's played every position on the floor for us, and continues to do whatever. Again, I talked about he and Santi and Jamal Mayshak, and even Zakai. Those guys, even if they don't score a point, they impact winning some way, somehow, with what they do, both whether it's setting their teammates up on the offensive end, screening for them, getting them open, and defensively they fix each other's mistakes in a great way.
Coach, what does it say about Santi as a teammate, for the guy that has been your leading scorer in the past? He's so prolific. I guess finding ways to help his team without scoring.
Well, Santi's always done that. He loves to. Santi's one of the best defensive players in the country, and he's certainly offensively. He's never been a selfish player. I mean, if anything, he's too unselfish because he's probably been the guy we've asked to shoot more than any guy we've ever coached, but he just is one of those guys, and I respect him for it. He knows if he feels he feels it. If not, he's going to try to do something to get his teammates open. And what he does too, I mean, he is very conscientious of when, just like Dalton the other night. I think more than anybody knew that he had a rhythm going, and he was looking for him, trying to get him set up. And I think Santi really tries to do that for Jonas too, trying to get Jonas involved. And Santi sees the game in a great way. I mean, he is very in tune with what's going on out there, and can put guys in different spots, like from a sideline out of bound, baseline out of bound situation. He'll move people around to put them in the right spots of what he sees that needs to be done at that point in time.
You said before that Dalton's a very mindset-oriented player. What has been the biggest shift in his mindset that's led to his success later in the season?
I would say the biggest thing is knowing that he can impact the game in different ways. Learning that he, again, when he makes shots, and that's all nice and looks good, and he can do a lot of spectacular things with the ball, but knowing that he can impact the game other ways, I think that's been his biggest shift.
What makes you want to push him so hard? Because it seems like what makes you want to push Dalton so hard? It seems like you're on him a lot.
Well, I think that's true of any player. I think that from a coaching standpoint, we see players where they. I think players see where they are right now. I think coaches see where they can be, and that's why we try to keep pushing them. Because we've got good players, but we know they can be better. We know the better they become, the better our team becomes, and the key is getting them to understand what we see. And some guys you don't have to, because some guys just see it and they want to go at it. But for the majority of guys, it's your job as a coach to get them to see what they can become.
How prone is he, how much does he embrace being pushed?
Oh, he does. I mean, every day. I mean, he first of all, he signed up for it, because we talked about it, and I think he would tell you that I've lived up to my end of the bargain, But he does. He embraces it. He's one of those guys that in practice he comes out here knowing that I'm going to get it. But I do it with all of them. I mean, I don't think he thinks anything about it other than that he's not ready to play. I'm going to try to light a fire under it.
Anything else?
I'm not sure if you're aware, but today's Dolly Parton's birthday. Do you have a message for Dolly?
Keep singing. Keep doing it. Why stop? She's such an icon in this state and around the world. Happy birthday to her for one, but keep doing what you're doing.
Thanks. Thanks, Coach.